Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ready Steady Play, where we're doing our third episode of Townsfolk Tussle, and we're going to be taking on the Troublemaker in this episode. So if you joined us for the last episode, we just defeated the Hooligan, which was the milk frog, the strange milk frog, and now we're going to move on to, we don't know who the third Hooligan is yet, but we were victorious, and now we've got a townsfolk phase to do. And so that's exciting, and we're going to buy some more stuff. And Eddie, yes, I've come back from the con successfully still alive. So it was great, and it was great. And before I talk too much about that, let's bring in Chris to say hello. Here he is, the man who couldn't make the con. Hang on, they can't hear you because I'm stupid. There we go, now they can hear you.
All I said was I only have so many weekends off every year, and unfortunately I've never made an aircon, but I will one day. I will make an aircon before I die. This I promise. And now, by never going to aircon, I will ensure I'll live forever.
Both good options, although who'd really want to live forever if they don't get to go to aircon?
Hey Mario, hey Victor, hey Eddie, good to see you all here. Yeah, well, and then to say Eddie, he survived. He didn't get incredibly sick, unlike the last con we went to.
Yeah. Well, and the good news is as well that I managed to bump into Rodney again. I see him every year that I'm there, and I just remind him I exist. I'm like, hello, it's me. He's like, oh yes, you, I recognize you.
No,
that was great.
He definitely doesn't say that. He says, "Hi, it's you. I recognize you. Welcome to Watch You Played. My name is Rodney Smith."
It's actually really funny because we were walking down the street and everyone was getting dinner, and we'd just gotten these wraps from a Greek place that looked really good. So I was having halloumi and there's the music kicking in. I was having a halloumi and falafel, and Rodney and his team were at the burger joint next door, and he was getting a cheeseburger. And I was just like, oh, how very Canadian of you, Rodney. We got the best fish and chips in the north of England, and you're getting a cheeseburger.
I was talking to Michael. I was only talking to Michael about that yesterday. These best fish and chips in a place nowhere near the goddamn sea. And then Deborah said, "Oh, well, maybe they come from a river." And I was like, "What kind of fish are they?" Haddock. Nope, saltwater fish. Michael and his fish and chips.
Oh, Michael loves his fish and chips. He always makes it. We have to actually leave the con slightly early on a Sunday so he can get to his favorite fish and chips place before it closes. Which is a small sacrifice I'm willing to make for Michael. But
I look forward to partaking in them at some point.
Just to round off the anecdote, I was going to say as well that I was with and this story is basically a how do I put this? It's not a good story. It's just here to plug my friend. But we went to the aircon with because Ollie was supposed to come with us, and for various reasons Ollie had to drop out at roughly the last minute. So I invited my friend Fred Saval, who's a games designer, and he also has his own YouTube channel called Homo Ludens, where he focuses almost entirely on war games. War games is his thing, and the games he's designed are essentially war games for two players that can be played in like under an hour. And the idea is to introduce sort of war game mechanisms in a way that's more approachable. And he did give me a copy of his game Red Flag Over Paris, which is about the Paris Commune, which I did play, and I think probably achieves his goal. And I'd like to play again. And but when we were talking to Rodney not only knew who he was, but had also acquired a copy of Fred's game. So there you go. That was he was super excited for that.
Wow, was that the progenitor to Super Size Me, the documentary? Is your friend that, what's his name? That guy from Super Size Me? I forgot his name.
Oh yeah. Sorry?
Morgan Spencer?
That sounds correct, actually. Yeah, something like that.
One of those. Eating at McDonald's 3 times a day. Wow.
That can't leave you feeling even remotely human.
Yeah, because sometimes I really, really want a McDonald's once in a while, and I have it, and you always inevitably end up feeling like, I shouldn't have had that.
Yeah, filled with regret.
Oh, dear.
Oh no, I just dropped one of our little tokens. There it is.
Lunchtime entertainment for you. It is very much dinner time entertainment here. But I take it you are not UK based. I can't remember where people are from.
I think Morganite's in the States because he's usually here quite late.
That makes sense. Do you
In
have
fact,
those?
I'm sure you've told me.
We don't have supersize in the UK. We have like, I don't know, small, medium, and large in the UK. We don't have the supersize. I do remember once being at Miami Airport and getting, I think it was actually a Burger King I got, but I do remember being gobsmacked by the size of the drink.
Yeah, I remember when I went back to Canada. I think it was in 2015. No, it was the time before that. Anyway, the point is I went back to Canada and I remember getting a McFlurry because it was so hot. And it was just enormous. I couldn't believe the size of it. It was like, I was like, this is bigger. It was just I just asked for a McFlurry, so I can only assume it was a medium or something. But it was larger than the largest one you could get here.
Yeah, that's what shocked me so much about my drink. I just said, can I have that meal, that burger, chips, and drink? And that's what they gave me, this enormous thing. Couldn't finish it. Yeah. But yes, one day. Aircon, one day.
Yeah, I always really, really enjoy Aircon. I mean, we're very militant about it. We show up and we just start playing games first thing on the Friday, and all we do is play games. We don't. I barely even see any of the actual convention. There's whole rooms I don't go to actually, which is pretty much by choice. Like, I'm just like, right, we've got a whole lot of games to get through. Let's get on with it.
Speaking of games to get through,
let's buy some stuff. It's the towns phase, and I want stuff.
Actually, the very first thing that has to happen is we need to draw back up to 3 unaccomplished feats.
No.
And I believe neither of us have any feats because we either achieved or discarded them all.
Yes, I think so. So do I just pull 3 out of here?
Yeah, I guess we just get 3 each, and then we'll have to cross-reference with chat to make sure we don't have. Well, I suppose actually we don't have to. We can just tell each other the name. I suppose that will betray what they do with us.
It might. I mean, budget shopper is buy a cheap piece of gear, so I think it possibly wouldn't take too much. Some of them are more apparent than others, is what I'm saying.
Well, would you like me to not read them out then?
Yeah, I think it's a bummer, but I think you should probably just show chat. If I swap actually to this camera, yeah, if you show them to your little iPad camera or whatever, then people should be able to. Yeah, there you go.
Is that working? That's not working. That's.
We should have one which is maybe just your hand. Okay, that might be better.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. There we go. If I pop it in here, then. Slightly too low. God damn it. God damn it. There we go. That's the one. You can't quite. My face cam is blocking it.
Well, this is never going to happen. Not with my dice rolling.
Yeah, I think you got the name of it right. It's you. God damn it, Mike! Can you move my face cam? Just temporarily.
Yes. Where do you want it? Below mine?
Yeah, below yours temporarily, or permanently, whichever is more convenient for you. Thank you. Right. Okay. Just that's the same one again, guys. I think you all saw that. Yeah. I like this one. Looks really hard to do. As a reason, this is worth 3 points. I don't think I'm going to adapt my behavior to try and make this happen. That would seem unreasonable. I also have this one. Sorry, I'm just a little bit behind. And I don't think this one's going to happen because I have 14 money. So this is a really bad time to get that. And then this one I think is probably probably quite an achievable one, although it kind of flies in the face of the first one that I showed you guys. But I definitely have the means by which to do this. Sorry, I think I've pushed that one back too far. Apologies. I can't see the actual screen that I'm using. I'm having to rely on the stream screen. Yeah, there you go. So that one seems achievable. I think I'll probably be able to get that one done. Those are my 3. Do let us know if Mike pulls any identical ones, please.
Yeah. What if they're all the same?
That would be really irritating.
All right, guys. Here's my 3. We're gonna check on how I realized I forgot to calibrate the hand cam, so hopefully it's working okay.
I shall look down and sip my tea.
Okay, I'll show you these one at a time actually, so you can have a look. Gamelins146 says, "How do you get his camera and iPad in your stream?" Oh boy, that's a question. I'll answer that in a minute. So this is my first one. This is I'm gonna try and make this happen, but it ain't gonna happen. I got this one here. Come on.
I keep seeing movement out of the corner of my eye, and I keep feeling compelled to look up at the movement.
Yeah, it's because it's the green screen's being a right jerk for some reason. I mean, as usual. But I also forgot to open up the configuration panel, so there we go. So then I've got this one, which I think this could be, this could probably happen. I mean, I also can't make this happen, so we'll just kind of have to see if it happens or not. And then the last one is this one right here. Which again, this could be possible. Come on, buddy. You can do it. I believe in you. Should have opened up the configuration panel for this. I'm filled with regret. There we go. So, yeah, this could be doable. I mean, these are all 1 point. I mean, no, they're not. I mean, this is all doable. All right. Gameline to some Morganite says no duplicates, which is good. And so does Margo. Thanks guys for confirming. And Gameline, just to keep this real succinct, I don't know how simple this would be with whatever technology you've got, but I use an old version of Skype for these calls because I can connect it to NDI, which is a system where it makes the video from the Skype calls accessible to other software, and I can connect the NDI outputs from the Skype call to OBS, which is the broadcasting software I use for the live streams. So you can, any web camera you add to your Skype call can be put into an OBS setup very easily, which is why I don't use Discord and things like that for this, because of this kind of accessibility specifically. It's the best solution I've found for this. But I don't know if the latest version of Skype actually runs it. He says, I use NDI, never thought of Skype. Well, maybe I use Skype because it was the only one I could find that used NDI, but that was about 1.5 years ago. Difter says, I still remember the early struggle with Discord. Yeah. Yep.
It seemed the obvious choice, but it just wasn't.
Okie dokie. So now that we've done the goals,
it's event next.
Town event.
Yeah.
Is this just we draw one each?
We draw one each, yeah. So the order, I guess, doesn't matter.
Well, I'm buying order first, so maybe I should go first.
Go for it. Absolutely. So first we'll check if it's public or private.
Oh yeah, good. It doesn't say private or secret anywhere, so.
Excellent. So read the group.
Clumsy criminal town event, and it shows actually what I think is one of the ruffians getting chainsawed to pieces. A loud commotion draws you towards the Eureka Springs hardware shop. It looks like a ruffian got themselves mangled on some buzzsaws. The ruffian immediately takes 1 damage at the start of the next fight. This does not affect the ruffian's max HP.
Wow, that's a good one.
We start with 1 less damage, thanks to Clumsy Criminal. Duh.
I thought all the events were bad, but it seems like some of them are good. Right, so my one says secret, so I shall not read it to anybody. I shall simply read it to myself.
You could share it with chat. Just show it to them.
That makes sense. Yeah, no. I'm not in
me,
stream. My brain
there
is
we go.
not in mode at all. Wow. Okay. I can read it aloud if you want to cover your ears, or I can not.
I could just take this headset off.
Excellent. There
I
you
can't
go.
hear anyone anymore, so I don't know how I'm going to know when to come back. But I'm just going to give you guys some time, and then I'm going to put my headset back on.
Get down. You're always wanted. You've always wanted to do one of those valiant hero moves. You spend some time practicing one. Keep this card face down in front of you. The next time another townsfolk would be knocked out from damage, reveal this card and swap positions with them. From across, sorry, I'm trying really hard to read this distance. Swap positions with them on the board. Take the damage instead. Discard once activated. That's going to make it even harder to achieve the goal feat where I want Mike to get knocked out.
I'm putting my headset back on.
Okay. It's probably not going to happen, Mike.
Okay.
Well, actually, sorry. It's not that it might not happen. Is that if it does happen, there's even less chance of one of my feats being achieved. Oh well.
Sentient buzzsaws?
Curse those sentient buzz.
The buzzsaws are our allies. The buzzsaws are our friends.
So now we're at the peddlers. It's time for you to start drawing pedals from the peddler deck.
Alright, here we go. I'm just going to go into the peddler deck and start randomly pulling them out.
If I can achieve both those things, Morganite, then I think I'll be very happy. But I don't think it's going to happen.
We've got the Booming Bullhorn. It's a melee, one-handed instrument. Costs 12, plus 1 max HP. Rolling a 9 for accuracy counts as a critical hit for all townsfolk. This doubles our crits. That's pretty cool.
I have the game. I'm now playing the game of desperately trying to find the things you're saying in an absolutely enormous deck.
Yep. I'm just setting up the table camera here. I also have not turned on the configuration for this, so that was silly. I didn't open up the configuration menu for either the hand camera or the green screen camera, so that was foolish. But I forgot, and I can't open it up once we go live, so I'm sorry. I mean, I can actually, but also, let's hope we don't have to. Alright, item number 2 is Straw Pants, leg gear, 2 cost. When you take damage, you may discard the straw pants to reduce it by 1. Yeah, Morganite, it is huge, the loot deck. Beggar's Top Hat. Choose another townsfolk. At the end of each town's phase, they must give you 2 coins.
No.
I'm gonna buy that and steal Chris's money.
I better spend all of it then.
Stick of Dynamite. Accessory. 1 mox. Discard the Stick of Dynamite, then deal 2 damage to a ruffian within 3 squares. Not too bad, not too shabby. Cup o' Milk. Melee, one-handed, unique. 7 cost. Whenever you deal damage to the ruffian, place a counter on this card. Remove 3 counters from the card, and your next attack this turn is a critical hit. That's pretty cool.
I'm not really taking them in because I'm just so desperately looking for them.
I need to find sleeves for the loot, but it's such an odd size. Yes, they are, Morganite. I think I went through the sleeves I used for this in one of the other streams. They're not perfect, but they're the best ones I could find. We've got Pete's Chatterbox. It's a ranged one-handed instrument, 13 cost. Range 1. 1 mox. Crank the volume! Place a counter on this card. Pete's Chatterbox gains 1 range for each counter on it. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all characters within this thing's range, not including yourself. Okay, so it's good, but also it hurts Chris.
There's all characters including you, surely?
No, it specifies not including yourself.
Oh, I see. Frog's milk, yes. The cup of milk is from the frog.
Oh, I don't want it. I definitely don't want it. Alright, next up we've got Hero's Cap. +1 accuracy for each feat you've accomplished. I need this.
Excellent. You need that badly.
It goes with my sword. It even looks like the hero.
Yeah, we have to. How much is that?
15.
Well, we have to
I've
find a
got
way.
9, but if I sell the milk soak limb, I can afford it.
I mean, you're doing that.
Sean's Snappy Snap, melee, one-handed, unique. +1 accuracy, 9 cost. At the start of each fight, place 2 counters on this card. Whenever you would take damage from a ruffian action, remove a counter from this card and roll. On the roll of an 8 or more, prevent that damage.
More accuracy as well. Wow.
But it is a melee weapon, which is, well, it's not a weapon, but it's a melee item, which means you have to hold it in a hand, right?
Yeah, no, the cap is, and also the cap is where it's at for you.
Well, that's +3 because I've done 3 feats. So 3
Yep.
accuracy would be shit awesome. I could actually use my sword. The 5-foot flintlock, ranged, 2-handed gun, 13 cost, Mox 3, accuracy 6+, 2 damage, range 14, and only shoot in a straight line. I mean, that's great, but I only have 2 Moxie, so I can't shoot it.
Yeah.
I need something that increases my Moxie to use that. And finally,
I think your heroes.
hot sauce, accessory, consumable, 5 cost. Discard the hot sauce. Whenever the ruffian ends an action adjacent to you this fight, they take 1 damage.
Wow.
This fight?
Good.
Whenever the ruffian ends an action adjacent to you this fight, they take 1 damage.
Yeah, but once you've used it, it's gone.
Right, but
there is a character, there is a player character whose ability, one of their abilities is consumables are replenished every round, every fight.
yeah, but I mean, there's only 2 more fights. That's awesome.
Yeah. Might be worth buying for the boss for the final fight.
Mm.
Okay, so I assume the first thing you want to do is you want to pay 2 coins to wipe everything away.
Yeah, just reset the whole board. And so we can do that whole thing again. No, I think, like, I'm buying first anyway, but I also don't think that there's any competition here. I'm just going to sell the milk soak limb for 7 coins, and then I'm going to buy the hero's cap, and then I have no money.
Yep, pretty much.
So the milk soak limb is our boss loot from the last fight. It's really, it's pretty neat, but it's a 2-handed melee weapon, which I'm not going to use. The range 3 is pretty neat, actually. But yeah, I'd rather use my gun and my hero's sword, and if I can combo them with the hero's cap, it just makes more sense, really, I think. So unfortunately, I only get 7 for selling this, not 8, but there you go. I sell that, and it goes back into the boss gear area. I'll do that in a minute, and that gives me 8, and then 7, and then I combo it with 8 coins here, which is the 3 ones and a 5. And that's 8. That's 15. Now I can afford the hero's cap.
Nice.
Put that on my head. And I'm now a cross between a grandma and Zelda. Grandma with a gun. That's not replaced, is it, Chris? Is it?
No. It is not replaced.
We can always pay money to replace it, but I don't think we want to, do we?
Well, I might actually. I don't think I want anything here, really, do I? Well, I mean,
what do you think would combo well with your situation?
well, nothing in particular with my situation. We have so the booming bullhorn is nice. Extra health is nice. Making crits easier is very nice, but it costs a hand, which I don't want to give up. The straw pants are I already have lots of damage mitigation, and the extra movement for my sandals is better. The beggar's top hat isn't worth the investment. Doesn't seem a good idea. Sacred Dynamite is good. I mean, it's a one-off, but it is definitely good. A one-time damage of 2 rather. What does the cup of milk do again? Takes up a hand though. Whenever you deal damage to the ruffian, put a counter on it. Remove 3, and your next attack is automatically a crit. That's quite nice, but again, it costs a hand.
Yeah, that's the problem I found with a bunch of these actually.
I mean, Pete's Chatterbox is the same thing. Costs a hand. Sean's Snappy Snap costs a hand. I don't really want. I like the shield because I can restore health with it, and I can also just mitigate, just prevent all damage one time with it. And I like so I need a good one-handed weapon, or a good headgear. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I mean, I could take the 5-foot flintlock. I have the 3 mocks to use it.
Flintlock.
But I would be turning myself into a ranged character I'd be losing both of my.
Can you not swap your items back and forth during the match somehow?
No, you swap them with your inventory before a fight, I think. I'm pretty sure.
So there's not like a sort of miss your attack, or like for 2 moxie or something.
Oh, you can. It costs 2 mocks. For 2 mocks, Townsfolk may equip gear in their stash. But it's 2 mocks per. Yeah, it's very expensive. So this basically costs a turn.
Morganite will be thinking of you hard at work. Yeah,
you can put mocks, yeah, but it's just not. I don't know. So basically, the only things I'm tempted by are the hot sauce and the stick of dynamite. I mean, I guess I could just buy them, and then I could buy both of them and save the rest of my money for next round, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's a good. I think getting the hot sauce is a good shout, anyways. But I'm just saving it for the boss.
Yeah, I'll buy both of those accessories for 9 money.
And then which one will you equip for this fight?
I guess I'll equip the stick of dynamite.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice.
And then we'll see how it goes. So I still have 5 money, so I could still end up, next round end up getting something nice. And that's it.
And I'm poor. It's a shame I don't have $1 more, or I'd buy the straw pants so I could use your blacksmith ability. At some point. Because they're so cheap. There's like almost no way that wouldn't be a good investment.
But no, it's only with starting gear you can do that, mate.
No, it's non-starting gear.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right.
Any non-starting gear, so
yeah.
You could basically pay 7 for a random weapon, but say la vie, all of these go in the discard now. Bye forever.
Your hero sword's great now. I mean, now your accuracy is so much better. You're okay, like. Your accuracy has moved to +1. I think you'll be okay. I think we're actually going to make pretty short work of this guy, frankly.
Whoever it is.
I think you have your damage output's kind of gone crazy.
Hooray! Which is great, because I'm not at all survivable, so I just need you to jump in front of their weapons and we'll be fine. Alright, you ready to find out who's here? The troublemaker?
I'm ready.
Alright, here we go, folks. Who would it be? Dun, 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 dun. Will Barlow. Who are you, Will Barlow?
I don't know who that is.
Nor do I. A remarkably casual name, if I ever heard one.
Oh my god, he's not a casual looking dude, though.
Oh god, no. The Grave Digger.
He's got 7 movement for 2 players and 11 health, although he immediately takes a damage because he accidentally walked into the buzzsaw. So he's straight down to 10 health. he has this special ability as a troublemaker, Wily Wagon. If Barlow collides with a townsfolk during an action, that townsfolk takes 2 damage at the end of the action. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Will Barlow had long been the town's grave digger for as long as anyone could remember. He spent most of his time chit-chatting with the souls at work due to the massive amounts of downtime. You see, townsfolk in Eureka Springs were known for living long, healthy lives well beyond expectations. Until today. About a week ago, Barlow was fired for lack of work. Terrible timing in hindsight. He did not take the news well, to say the least. Barlow scooped up some of his favorite co-workers and vowed to get his revenge. With these other ruffians causing chaos all over town, he did not need to wait long for the perfect opportunity. You just have to take my word that that's what that said, because, yeah. It says, satiated soul's weakness reduces movement by 2. And if he's the troublemaker, yeah, Wily Wagon. If Barlow collides with the townsfolk during an action, the townsfolk takes 2 damage at the end of the action. That's rough.
Ruffian, you could say. I am just setting up the terrain now, as dictated by the back of the Ruffian's card. We've got a lovely picnic blanket there. Oh, we got bees! Not the bees! Ah!
Bees are the true enemy.
That's not true. Bees are great.
It's true.
We need bees.
Let's keep the bees alive.
This house is still here. So this house is always here, so I feel like we're just fighting in different parts of this poor farmer's garden.
Sweet looking mini. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I was just saying to Chris, like, I think this would be a great game to paint up because it's sort of a reasonable number of minis, and I think it would add a lot. And I'd totally do it if I had the time and the talent.
But I do feel it's a good one. It would be a good one for people who aren't as good at painting, who aren't, as skilled or as experienced at painting, because they're quite big, they're colourful, they're cartoonish, so they're probably quite forgiving.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I got all my bits and bobs. Ugh.
I just need to find that beehive.
Tool shed.
No, I also need to find a picnic basket. Oh, yeah, there you go. Honestly, altogether, a very pleasant scene for a boss that sounds anything but pleasant.
Definitely so. Right. Okay.
So he has 10 health, but we're putting him on 9? Is that right? Or he has 11?
No, 11.
11, but he's still...
11. Oh, I need to get his cards out. That's the other thing I'm missing. His cards. So horrible.
And 7 movement. He's a fast boy.
Well, he does have wheels.
Yeah, but he's a wheelbarrow. He also has, like, standy bits, and someone needs to lift him and push him.
No, he's an autonomous wheelbarrow.
I'm a free and independent woman a wheelbarrow who don't need no pusher. is he? Oh, Will Barlow. Okay, wheelbarrow, Will Barlow, the wheelbarrow. I get it.
You know, I get it. It just isn't that close to wheelbarrow, frankly. All right. So I'm bothering to shuffle his cards because obviously you'll be drawing it still.
Eddie says, I wouldn't be surprised if someone hasn't already started making 3D terrain for this. Eddie, I've already seen it. I'm in the Townsfolk Tussle Facebook group, and someone was posting up their STL files or whatever they're called for 3D printing for all the terrain. But honestly, I don't know if I'd bother. Like, I like the tiles, and I like that you can flip them over to show they've been used. I don't why. Oh yeah, these are his behavior cards. For a second, I thought I had the terrain cards, and I was shuffling those. But no, these are the behavior cards. Yeah, I don't know if this necessarily. This doesn't feel like it needs 3D terrain. I like the regular terrain, but I also think like you do get standees with it, which are great. But I have Chris. You're using the standees, aren't you?
Yeah, because they're colorful and painted.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd probably be using the standees too. Actually, I was playing. I was just saying to Chris, I was playing Wonderland's War at Aircon, and it's got a bunch of minis as well, and none of them are painted either. And it actually was really unhelpful. Like, there's like 4 or 5 characters that all look like weird eggs. We kept getting them confused. Like, if you're gonna provide minis, I think if it's important to distinguish them visibly, you need like bases or something. For those poor souls like me who can't paint. Or else I should just use the standee. Alright, what have we got? Deserted Picnic. Town Pond. We've got Dangerous Ditch, Heidi Haystack. We got Rickety Farm, Buzzin' Hive. What am I missing? Whatever that is.
Tool shed?
Shed? Tool shed. Alright, so you guys should be familiar with Dangerous Ditch and the Rickety Farm by this time. We haven't seen the Hive, have we, Chris?
We had the Hive once last game.
We've also got the Deserted Picnic. It's a feature. 1 mox to scavenge for goodies. Roll a 1 to 6, you find nothing. 7 plus, you find something that was left behind. Receive the first card from the peddler deck with 9 coins or less. You may immediately equip it and then remove this from play.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I might need to do that. We've got the Town Pond. Oh, look at that friendly goldfish. The Town Pond does not block ranged attacks for townsfolk, even though it's an obstacle. The best fishing spot in Eureka Springs. Alright, so I feel like hiding around the Town Pond might be a useful thing to be doing, because
Well, you just want to charge in there and hit him with your hero sword.
is that my new strategy? Bear in mind, I only have 4 health and no way to recover health or mitigate damage.
It's okay, I can mitigate damage for you. Sort of.
Because if he moves and doesn't move away from me, I lose half my health, and then I can't end up next to him again. Or I'll die. The bees are, if a townsfolk or ruffian starts their turn adjacent to this, they take a damage. Oh yeah, the bees don't pick sides. They sting without prejudice. I remember this now. And then we've got the tool shed. When at the door, roll a 1 mox to search the shed. A 1 to 2, there's a raccoon inside. It claws your eyes for 1 damage, and the tool shed is done. A 3 to 5, nothing but spiders. Tool shed can no longer be activated. 6 plus, you find something that might be of use. Receive the first one-handed weapon from the peddler deck. You may equip it immediately, and the tool shed can no longer be activated. Hey.
Okay. So where do you want to start?
Right. I might start in J1.
Okay. What are you thinking exactly?
I'm thinking from here, I might be able to hit him and then sort of retreat to the other side of the pond. And as I move, it'll take me past the picnic basket.
Okay, cool. Where should I start then? You say you want the picnic basket, but you've got incredible damage output now.
Look, I might have reasons for this. Strategy.
Yeah, but I'm thinking I desperately need a new weapon.
Well, then you'd be better off with the shed, because that gives you a
Yeah,
one-handed weapon.
That's true. So I actually might start. I assume I have to be at the door. Yeah, I have to be at the door.
The door of the shed. When at the door, yeah, to say that.
I think I'll start an S4 then.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
And then we can both get something nice.
I like this plan. This nice cooperative plan.
Okay, let's see what he's got. He gets the first turn, sadly.
This is an outrage. Mud soaked. Barlow encases you in a thick layer of mud. Target the closest townsfolk. Oh, who's that? We're equidistant.
We're both 5 away. Yeah.
Okay, so I think, do we roll for it then?
Yeah, the loser.
Okay, move towards the target. If Barlow reaches them, deal 1 damage. After effect, he unloads a pile of mud and bones on top of the target. They can barely move. Keep this card in front of you. You must lower your movement and accuracy by 1. If you end your turn adjacent to the town pond, you can wash it off, essentially.
This is terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is terrible.
He's going to do 1 and 3 damage.
Wait a minute. So if he collides with you, does that mean touch you? Is collide touch?
It would be reach you with movement to spare, I assume.
Reach you with movement to spare.
I would have
For some reason, I thought it might mean move through you.
Yeah, maybe it's only when you knocks you aside. Here, if the ruffian would collide the townsfolk's pushed to the nearest adjacent square. Page 15 for details. So maybe it's only. Hang on. So maybe it doesn't happen in this circumstance. Colliding. Some actions require the ruffian to move onto a square with the townsfolk on it. When they do, the townsfolk is pushed out of that square and into an adjacent square of their choice. This can occur multiple times per action and allow the townsfolk to strategically navigate to a better position on the board. If a ruffian would collide with the townsfolk and there are no suitable adjacent squares for the townsfolk to move into, they are placed in the nearest possible square not occupied by a townsfolk, ruffian, or obstacle. So it's only if you're displaced.
Right, and I guess there's some kind of behavior cards that'll trigger that then.
Yes, so Mud Soaked says reach, not he's just aim at reaching us. So he will not use his wily wagon ability
in this instance, which is great because if he did, I would go down to 1 health.
Yeah. Maybe he'll hit me. Let's see.
Maybe he'll hit you. That's true. All right, let me bring up our hands here. There is. Okay, here we go. What did I roll? We can't see it on your camera at all.
Oh, because you're using you're not using a. You're not showing.
There it is. Oh, you rolled a 1.
You're not showing your entire feed at all.
Yeah, it's been resized at some point for some reason. Here we go. I'll make this smaller.
It's a 1 though. What'd you roll? I didn't see yours.
A 6.
Yeah. Okay, it's me. He's hitting me. So he just goes straight into me, I guess. Oh.
Yeah, I guess he just turns around insofar as facing matters, and then just charges at you.
That's annoying because it's going to make it hard for me to get to the shed now.
The jerk. Right, what am I doing? Die, come here. And you take also this card. So now you kind of want to get to the pond as well to wash that off, I presume.
I've been doing it. I've been the rules reader in this Townsfolk Tussle every stream. Mike's never read the rule book. He doesn't know how to play. For all Mike knows, this is a game I invented.
Yeah, so as far as I'm aware, Chris has just invented a whole rule set for us to play with. It's so weird to have Chris read the rules to Mike. Oh, Difter, I love it. I'm always so happy when other people are teaching. It makes my day. Like, I said to the guys at Aircon, I was like, I'm just going to play other people's games, and I'm not going to teach anything. And I still wound up teaching everything. I can't help it.
It's your job, man.
It's true, it is now. Well, no, I mean, not full-time, but it is a job I have now. It's true.
It is a job that you must do. That you do. It's your turn? Yeah? No, my turn. My turn. I'm first in beating order.
Yes, you're currently the first in beating order.
So, I mean, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm next to him. I'm going to try and hit him. There's no reason not to. So it costs 1 mox. I've got 3+ accuracy on my garden shears, so I'm just going to roll a die, and on a 3, he'll take a damage. Here we go. 6.
Nice.
So that's 1 more damage. He's down to 9 health. I have 2 more Moxie left, and I have 4 movement. I might just walk into the ditch and try and... Because I can't get around him to go to the shed, so I might just search the ditch.
Yeah, that can be done, the dangerous ditch, but it's hard to find anything in there.
It is, but what else am I going to do apart from just walk around him?
Well, my concern is that you have 4 movement. I don't know why I've given you extra health, actually. And you're now down to 3 movement, effectively. And if you hurt your feet in the ditch, you're down to 2.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the mud-soaked isn't... Oh, God, yeah. Oh, so I actually need a 4 to hit. Yeah, my accuracy is down as well.
But you're fine.
But yeah, I got a 6. It's fine. Yeah, about -1 for accuracy. But so I guess maybe my goal is actually just to get towards the.
Get towards the pond.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't think you're going to the garden shed, I'm happy to do that instead. But I still think that's the better option for you of the places to find toys.
Yeah, I'd rather go to the garden shed because I needed one. My weapon's bad, basically. I'm getting 1 damage, you know?
The garden shears. Yeah, the get rid of enemy cards is good. But as a weapon, they're not particularly high damage.
Yeah, so I've got what? I've only got 3 movement now as well. I guess I'll start heading toward. I want to. Like I get nowhere by going around him, basically.
You just get to stand next to him, but also you can't go anywhere else. So like, what else? Oh, are you thinking still about maybe going in the ditch?
I'll go south 1, and then I'll go 3. I've only got 3 movement. My God.
Yeah, so you're just between him and the ditch.
I can't get any closer to anything I want to get closer to, really.
Well, that's alright, because on my turn I'll probably just shoot him, and then he'll have 2 turns in a row, and who knows where he'll end up after that.
Yeah. But if possible, you want to get in and hit him with the sword, ideally. But yeah, well, yeah, you're far away. I think I'm just going to stay where I am in that case.
I think the sword's kind of my finisher, right? Like, he's going to enrage at 4, again at 4, and then if I whack him once with the sword, he dies. Because my concern with the sword is if I went up too close to him, I'm just going to get really badly damaged and possibly killed.
I wouldn't worry too much about that.
If I had an accessory or a chest gear to help me deal with damage a little bit, I'd be a lot more comfortable.
I just wouldn't worry. I just trust me. I wouldn't worry too much about
that.
Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna stay. Do I want to make him target me with a frantic fighter? I don't. I kind of want him to target you because I want him to go away. I don't want to be trapped in this corner.
Well, so the upside of frantic fighter is if he doesn't target a single townsfolk, you'll get a movement back.
I know.
The downside is, of course, that he could just stay there and smack you.
I think I'm not going to use as a result. I want him to target you. He's not even going to reach you if he targets you, for God's sake. He's so far away.
Yeah, but I'm going to come a bit closer, right? I mean, I do have 5 movement, so I can actually get a bit closer, shoot him, and then back up a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
my plan.
I'm just going to end my turn then. I think.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, he's got so much movement as well. Alright, so I'm going to go south twice, and then I'm 6 away from him, so I go east once.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to shoot him. And I've currently got I've got 1 accuracy, so I add 1 to my dice roll. And it's a 4, so I miss.
You need to move an extra space towards him. You're not in range where you're standing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, shit. Alright, I do. And actually, I totally forgot about my ability, so,
You hit.
So I do hit, because...
Get 4 + 1 for your +1 accuracy is 5.
Yeah, so that gives me 8, which is definitely a hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay, and then I guess that was 4 movement, what isn't it? Because I was in, where was I? K1? J1? I was in J1, wasn't I?
Your turn's over
1, 2,
now,
3,
because
4,
you've just, your turn's over before you do anything.
Yeah, because I have enraged him. 1, 2, so now he's just gonna act.
I kind of know what they're called. It's not called enrage, it's called something else, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you said you looked this up before. Enrage is the colloquialism. Breaking point. I don't know why they don't just call it enrage.
Yeah, I know.
Bloody hipsters.
So he gets 2 turns in a row now.
Quick shift. Barlow rolls forward ominously. Target none. Face the closest townsfolk and move forward 2 squares. Reshuffle this action deck and play the next card in the action deck.
Oh,
So he's 3. And also he's going to displace you.
Yeah, so he displaces me. I have to go south if I have my displacement. He doesn't move the second space, obviously, because he's hit the edge.
He's hit the edge. No, he turns towards you.
And moves me again.
Well, I presume he displaces you to the west. Or don't you choose where you go?
Hang on, let's just start again, because I think we've gotten confused here. So I'm standing at the edge, right? I'm on the edge right now, correct?
I've got you in Q5. Because you're walking around him.
No, I didn't. I didn't walk around him. I stood still.
Oh, okay. You didn't actually move. Okay, fine. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yes, then, yeah. I don't know. He displaces you south, yeah, and then I guess he stops. Because he's hit the edge of the board.
Unless he... Yeah, he doesn't move. He doesn't just keep turning on me. He turns once and moves forward twice. So yeah, he stops there. So I take 2 damage from that action. So do I think I might discard my Smithy's apron for that 2 damage.
Yep, that doesn't seem unreasonable.
It's 2, so I think I'll do that. And then it's over to...
No, then we reset his deck and draw another card, and this is still part of his first move.
I'm down to 3 health, aren't I, from the first turn, yeah.
Oh yeah, because you took a damage already as well, didn't you?
I'm in trouble, dude. This is like...
This is really hard!
You definitely need to come in and do something with your sword.
And here I was trying to do my feats. It's not going to happen, because we're going to die before I get a chance to do any of them.
So, next card. Why are you shuffling the deck? Haven't you shuffled it already?
No, I'm just... no, it said put the wheelbarrow card back in and reset it.
Oh, you put it back in? Oh, God.
Doesn't it say that? Did I misread it?
No, it says reshuffle it. It doesn't say put it back in.
Oh, okay.
Well, it doesn't say put it back in, but I grant you it's really weird that it's telling you to shuffle it if you don't put it back in.
Yeah, I think reshuffle means reshuffle the discard into the deck.
Oh, I see. That's not what it says at all, but fine, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, why would it just be like shuffle the action deck?
No, you're right. Well, I know, but that's not what the words printed mean. But...
Yeah, I know. They're a little ambiguous, yeah. Just says reshuffle the action deck and draw another card, but reshuffle to me means reshuffle with the discard. Although I'm not putting mud soaked in because that's still assigned to you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So let's hope I don't just draw that same bullshit again. Nope, instead we've got road bumps. Target the furthest townsfolk. Well, that's good. Barlow feels best when rolling over corpses. Move towards the target. If he collides with any townsfolk during his movement, he restores 2 HP. Play the next card in the action deck. Holy shit, he just doesn't stop. Wait, move towards the target. If he collided with any townsfolk during the movement, he restores 2 HP. Well, I guess he's going to collide with me unless he stops when he gets to the target.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm confused about, because I don't think he should collide with you, because he's moving towards you.
Right, yeah, it says move towards the target. It doesn't say move through the target. So I think maybe this is to target other people. Because in order to collide with me, he needs to move through me.
That's my understanding.
Which is fine, then. He just stops in front of me.
Can you hear banging?
I heard a little bit just then when you were talking.
Okay. Just as long as you can't hear it too loud, that's fine. I think Deborah's chosen a bad time to hang something up, I think.
Okay, I thought maybe it was your cats.
No. Well, I don't think so.
Bonbon is so small. She's like 3.5 kilograms, but when she jumps off of stuff, it sounds like a corpse falling.
So it says, when a ruffian moves, they'll face the target being farthest townsfolk, and then they will take the shortest route possible to reach them.
Yeah, so he reached me.
And colliding, some actions require the ruffian to move onto space with the townsfolk. Yeah, so he doesn't collide with you. He only collides. It'd only be if I was in the path, I think.
That's fine. I mean, he got 3 cards for the price of 1 there, so like.
Yeah. Well, the road bumps basically doesn't do anything unless he managed to pull off a collide with it.
Yeah.
It just moves him a bit. So next.
All right. And this is now his actual second action.
No, this is still card 1.
Oh God, you're right. Jesus Christ. Soul control. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Target the townsfolk with the lowest mocks, which is me. Move 3 squares. Move forward 3 squares, then trigger the after effect. So in this instance, he will collide with me because he's moving forward 3 spaces. So I'm pushed north. I guess I want to go north. Can I choose? I choose where I wind up if he collides with me.
Hang on, move forward 3 spaces. Yes, so he then trigger the after effect. He collides with you. A barrow ghost leaps into the target, controlling them. Oh, sorry, what was your question?
My question was, now that he's collided with me, am I pushed? Can I choose where I'm pushed?
Yes, well, you have to be pushed north, right? Because that's the only place.
Right, I can't choose to be pushed south and sort of jump a space.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so I wind up getting pushed north, and he goes 1, 2, 3 like that.
Yeah, you have to go adjacent if possible. It looks like.
I mean, I would still be adjacent to him if I jumped south because he's big.
Yeah. Adjacent space of your choice.
Adjacent to my space.
You could choose to be pushed backwards every time, so it'd be pushed back 3 times.
But that would be terrible, right? Because then I'd take 6 damage.
No, you wouldn't, because it just says if he collides during an action, you take 2 damage at the end of the action.
Of the action. Okay, interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll just let him bump me backwards then. Because then I'm sort of closer to being able to run off around the pond and the picnic basket.
So you're in I3, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. So you've taken 2 damage.
Well, not yet, because it does say at the end of the action. But yeah, I will take 2 damage, unless something happens, which I...
You need to roll in this terrible possession table.
A barrow ghost leaps into the target, controlling them from within. The target rolls. Choose an equipped weapon. You point it towards your face. It deals damage to you. Well, that's going to be me dead. No matter if I roll a 1, I'm dead. You start shouting obscenities at your fellow townsfolk, and they're not having it. You take 1 damage for each townsfolk within 3. That's fine. There's no one there. You can't control your feet. Move 5 spaces towards the bottom edge of the landscape. Unaffected by danger stitch movement penalties. Well, that would be the best, honestly. If I just turned around and ran away.
7 is fine as well, because I'm nowhere near you.
Yeah. So here we go.
roll a 1.
Yeah, let's not roll a 1. What is that? It's a 9.
6. 9. And thank you, Diff, for taking care of the bots.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Difter. Okay, so I move 5 spaces towards the bottom edge of the landscape. So I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into I7.
I8, isn't it? You were in I3, so 5 is 8, surely.
Yes, it is I8. You're quite right.
Too early for maths.
Ugh, too late for maths. Too early. It's always the wrong time for math.
Right. Okay, so now we're finally on to the second card.
Now I take 2 damage.
Take 2 damage.
Yeah. And now we're finally on to his next action card. This escalated real quick.
I know. Oh, I have one question, actually. I just noticed. Did you give yourself your 2 discount? I don't think you did.
2 discount?
At the pet.
Oh, no, I didn't. So I should actually have 2 coins back.
Yeah.
Hooray, I'm slightly less poor. Oh, I could have bought the straw pants.
Oh. Well, take them then. Have them then.
Yes, I will have them. They're going to go in my inventory anyway, because they're only there to ditch using your ability.
Yeah. That's a good use of them, though.
Yeah, I agree. There we go. Straw pants. Cheapo straw pants.
Do you know how I realized that you should have had that discount? Because I was desperately looking at your thing to see did you have some way to save yourself.
Yeah, some way to heal or whatever. Can't I heal at the barn? I can.
You've arrived in time, Stu, to see us die horribly to Will Barlow, the wheelbarrow. You can heal yourself at the farmhouse, I think. I can heal you too if we stand next to each other. I might have to use this stick of dynamite at this rate.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, here's his second card, which is actually his 4th card. Bone Fling. Barrow spins in circles, flinging bones all around him. All townsfolk within 3 spaces are bonked with a barrage of dusty bones. They take a damage and lose an accuracy. Face Barlow towards the bottom edge of the landscape and move him forward. Oh great, now he's just following me.
Yeah, but he doesn't do any damage to anybody, at least.
Yes, this is true. So he's going to face the bottom of the landscape, and then he's going to move forward 7, right?
Doesn't it collide with the beehive?
4, 5. Yeah, he collides with the beehive.
If a ruffian would specifically move forward and collide with terrain they cannot pass, their movement ends.
Yeah, terrain, yeah, which is obstacles and features. Okay, great. Well, that's helpful.
And that means he's going to take 1 damage at the start of his next turn.
So,
the beehive.
Obstacles block line of sight, right?
Obstacles do, yeah.
Okay. So if I want to shoot him, I can't get around the other side of the beehive and just shoot over it.
But the pun specifically says it doesn't, though.
That's true. I mean, why would it specifically say it didn't if other stuff didn't as well?
This is true.
Not the bees!
Not the bees! Obstacles block line of range attacks, but not ruffians. And not features, just obstacles, it would seem. Yep. Cool. Alright, so it's your turn. No, it's not. It's my turn.
Yes. At long last, it's Chris's turn.
I only have 3 movements, so I think I'm going to head up towards the shed, and cause I can't do anything else useful. I can't get within 3 to throw the dynamite, and I can't get next to you to heal you 1. What I can do is move towards the shed and then use the garden shears to cut up some of those nastier cards.
Yes.
So I'm thinking soul control is terrible.
Potentially, yes.
And I'm thinking road bumps can heal him, so that also could be really clutch for him, potentially, after a reshuffle.
Yep, I hate both of them. Get rid of them.
They are gone! 2 Moxie to search the action deck, discard pile, and remove 2 cards from the game, usable once per fight. They're gone. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks, Garden Shears.
And then I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. That's northwest. And the next turn, I can actually, hopefully, reach the shed.
Do something.
And that's it. That's all I got. It's your turn, man. You start next to him, so you could whack him with your hero sword and run away.
Yeah, which I think is actually a pretty solid plan, especially seeing as the Rooty Tutor's out of action. So I'm going to whack him with my hero's sword, which does 3 damage if I hit. So, fingers crossed.
Come on.
Yeah! It's a 6!
Yes!
That's 7, baby! That hits. That actually would have hit without the hero's cap, but no, it wouldn't have. I would have missed without the hero's cap, so that's fantastic. So he takes 3 damage. Oh no, Chris, this was a mistake. And activates immediately.
I realized that split second. I realized that split second before you did, and it was about to.
Oh, I'm gonna die for sure.
But he's only got 4 health, so we're getting there. So he gets 2 turns in a row again.
He didn't get to do any of my feats. Permanent possession. Looks like the Barrow Ghost found a new home. Closest townsfolk. Move towards the target. If he reaches them, trigger the after effect. A ghost launches it deep inside your body, waiting for the opportunity to strike. Keep this card in front of you. Whenever you whiff a roll of a natural 1, the ghost inside you seizes control of your limbs and punches you in the face for 1 damage. That's actually not so bad.
Yeah, that's obviously the potential for a lot of damage, but that feels like a win.
Could have been so much worse. Although I do like how we've both got these spooky debuffs now.
Yeah, you're permanently possessed and I'm soaked in mud.
Tricky spirits. Barlow's ghost pals seize control of your puny mortal shells. Target all townsfolk. The Barrow ghosts shoot themselves into the townsfolk, possessing their legs. All townsfolk must move 4 squares toward the bottom edge of the landscape, unaffected by dangerous ditch movement, then play the next card in the action deck. Also, does he take 2 damage because he started 2 turns next to the bees?
He definitely takes 1 damage, and I need to find out if the breaking points are actually called an extra turn.
Or if it's just play an extra card.
Once a ruffian's HP drops to, I think it's a turn, drops to a certain amount, they hit their breaking point. The thresholds, yeah. If this occurs during a townsfolk turn, their turn ends immediately, and the ruffian takes an action. And the phrasing of the beehive is, if a townsfolk starts their turn, a ruffian starts their turn.
That doesn't sound the same then. They would have said the ruffian takes an extra turn at breaking point.
Yeah, I think actually we're lucky that the breaking point didn't make him move. Otherwise, he would have moved out there and never taken the damage.
Yeah. Hey, Alessandro. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, aside from the fact we're being possessed by an evil wheelbarrow and we're possibly gonna die, it's all good.
Hey, Alessandro. Yeah, I think it's going okay though. We're beat up a lot, but he's also very nearly dead.
Yeah. He's gonna be on 2 hit points after this, and then I can just shoot him with the Rooty Tutor, and we'll be done with this.
No, he's on 3 hit points. Why 2?
Well, 3. Yes. He might be on 2. We don't think he is, but he might be.
Yeah, it's called a bonus action, not a turn. So yeah, definitely. Okay.
Shoot. Alright, so he's going to draw another card, though, but you move 4 south as well. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have you in R7, the bottom of the ditch.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, bottom of the ditch. That's correct. I'm never going to get to that tool shed.
You're never going to get to that tool shed. Not at your slow pace. Nor are you going to get to that picnic. So I think it was a bit redundant us trying to work out who should have what.
Yeah.
Ankle roller. Barlow crushes your dainty ankles. Target townsfolk with the highest movement. Well, that's me again. Move towards the target. If Barlow reaches them, deal 1 damage. Okay, so he's gonna have to go 1, 2 to the west. And then he's gonna go 1, 2 again, which reaches me.
That's 4 movement, yeah.
Yeah. So he deals 1 damage, and then he targets me, and he's attempting to kill me.
So
with this horrible table.
You're at 1 health now, correct?
Yes, I'm down to 1 health.
Okay.
Ooh. That's a 7, baby. What's the 7 do? What that do? Uh-oh, it's... Come on, camera, focus. I need to know my fate.
I know your fate already.
The target... It can't be read. The target needs to spend a turn to recover. They cannot move next turn. Now, do you reckon that also means I can't use my accordion boots?
Yeah, it says move. It says move
Yeah.
5 squares.
Damn.
So yeah.
That's so upsetting. I'm so angry.
Well, at least it didn't kill you, I guess.
This is true.
I mean, you're gonna be able to. You can kill him in one hit.
Yeah, but I haven't done any of my feats, Chris. And I was gonna...
Neither have I.
This whole thing was set up so well for me to do my feats. I'm this close to doing like 2 of them. And instead I'm gonna get nothing done. Unless I've somehow accomplished the 3rd one that I forgot what it was. That, no.
I've also got none of mine done, so I really wouldn't worry too much.
God damn it. I was so close to having all of these done, and instead, none of them have been done. Do you think this counts as having my movement lowered? I don't think so. God damn it.
No, that's having the stat go down.
Yeah.
That he's done though now, right?
Yep. Yeah, so it's you.
So it's me. Great. To do what exactly?
You can get out that ditch.
Yeah, I'll walk south into the haystack twice, and then I'll walk west 1. That's it, really. Do I want to hide in the haystack? I don't think so. I think I just literally have followed you around, watching you kill him. This is why I want another sword.
Some kind of weapon, please.
I'm done. It's over to you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try and kill him with my sword because I can't do shit else. I mean, I've got the gun back, so I can actually try to kill him twice here. But I won't kill him with the... well, will kill him with the gun, actually, because at the start of his turn, he'll die to bees.
Exactly. So, yeah.
I'll try and kill him with the sword first. The thing is, if I roll a 1, I die.
You only have 2 Moxie, though, so you can't use both of them.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Well, I can't move away from him with the Rudy Tutor, so the chance of hitting him with either is the same.
Yeah, you need a 5 with either.
Yeah. So, now I'm just thinking, is there something useful I could do with 1 Mox? And the answer is none. No. There's none useful thing for me to do, so it doesn't matter at all which I use.
You're just standing your ground trying to kill him. Stab him with a sword! Kill him!
Alright. Do you know what I'm gonna do, actually? This might be the worst use of this card, but it could also be the best use of this card. I'm gonna reveal my event card from the first round. It's called Pre-Packed Bags. And it says, it's always good to be prepared. And this lets you swap in and out any things from your inventory for 0 Mox. And then it's discarded.
Oh, it's another good thing. Wow.
It is another good thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put on my straw pants. Just in case I need to prevent a damage. I don't know if it'll help, but you never know, right? It could be the difference between me fainting and not fainting.
You'd have to discard them.
Did you discard them?
Yeah.
I thought you swap things over.
No.
Oh yeah, discard the straw pants. Yeah, but I mean, it's 2 coins.
Yeah, but they were really good for the blacksmith ability. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I agree, but also I'd rather just not die and not sort of like have us lose this, you know? Not that, I mean, you might still be able to kill him. You're still quite tanky and you've got the dynamite, so you'll probably be fine, but, you know.
It'll be okay.
I'd be annoyed if I died and then you died because I didn't at least try. Alright, here we go. Gonna stab him in the face. I've rolled a 2. Womp womp. Which is actually 1 number off me dying. So.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Aaron. Thanks for joining in, man. Welcome to Mike Can't Roll Dice. The show. This is a show where I demonstrate how I can't roll dice. So, it's his turn now, right? Oh no, Skype's crashed. Chris is gone. This is so upsetting. I can't believe I rolled a 2. I'm so upset. Difter, I always seem to have terrible dice luck on stream, you know? Yo. My Skype crashed. This is our jaunty jazz. Oh no, what has happened here? Hang on. Yep, because I've rejoined the call. Skype's decided that the cameras should be inverted. Hang on, I just need to kick out the table. Yeah, I need to sort this out. I need to kick out the iPad and then re-add it so that we can see your beautiful face, Chris.
Other than crashing Skypes, how's everyone doing? Well, first of all, this is the first crash, so it's a good stream so far. And the fight's going well. The boss is doing a lot of damage to us, but thankfully Mike also has a hero sword, which does 3 damage a pop. So we're doing okay.
All right, you should have the iPad come back in. And yes, Aaron, I think it's 100% your fault.
Sorry, I mean, you're saying I'm being prompted, am I?
You should be.
There you go. But it's gonna be the one.
Well, we're very technologically ambitious, Difter. So, you know, it's a miracle that any of this hangs together at all, really. Especially seeing as we're board gamers. Well, Chris is a gamer of all sorts, but as
you are also a video gamer, aren't you?
This is true. I want to be. I just don't have time for it, except when I stream it, apparently. Anyway, good. So I'm gonna find out whether or not I die.
Was it a coquettish smile, Difter, or was it a glamorous smile? Yeah, so he takes the damage down from the bees. Not the bees! He's down to
Not the bees!
And
then Entomb. Barlow sends the scenery 6 feet under. Target the closest obstacle. No, he's killing the bees! Move towards the target. If he reaches the target, trigger the after effect. He covers the target in a mountain of dirt. It collapses under the weight. Deal 1 damage to all townsfolk within 2 squares of the target and remove the target from the board.
Hang on. He's equidistant from the town pond and from the hive.
Oh, so do we randomize or choose?
I guess we randomize? I don't actually know.
The closest obstacle, yeah, he's equal. He's touching both.
Yeah, it must roll off because if we're both equally close, we roll off for us, right? So.
Yeah. So okay, here we go. I'm gonna say 1 to 5. It's the pond. And any higher, and it's the bees. Please don't kill the bees. I like the bees. I can't see what it is. It's a 3! That's the pond!
Yeah.
I really regret...
I can't see anything on Skype, by the way.
Ah, is my camera gone off? Well, this is good news because it's good news that the I should have you should be able to see me on Skype.
I cannot. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I can see you on the stream. It's fine.
Hooray! So the pond is destroyed, and I'm not within 2 spaces of it, so I don't take any damage.
Looks like it. That's it then. That's his whole turn, right?
That's his whole turn.
Cool.
That was fortunate. I didn't have to burn my straw pants.
So my turn then is to move 3 more spaces around the side of the house, trying to get to the front of that house.
Yep.
And then your turn, you can try and hit him again.
All right, so I'm gonna back up 2 south away from him, which means I have actually done a feat, one of my feats, which was to touch 2 opposing landscapes. So I've done Road Runner.
2 opposing.
Landscape edges. So I started at the top of the board. I'm now at the bottom of the board. I'll take the money. It's 4 coins. So I'm gonna take the money.
Nice one.
And then I'm going to shoot him. And I'm 2 away. So my accuracy is still 1. So my accuracy is effectively 3. So I need a 3 up for this. Come on, ruffian. Let us be done with you. Hiya! It's a 6. He is dead.
Yeah. Ah!
This has gone remarkably well, I must say. Like, there was a few tense moments in there, but...
Well, at the very, very start, it looked like he was going to annihilate us.
Yes, this is true.
We did it!
We did it. And if I wasn't so close to death, I 100% would have let that go on a little longer to see if you could go get a weapon of some kind. But we wound up so far away because it's so annoying. I might hang on to this card actually, so I shouldn't tell you what it says. But it's so annoying. Actually, it doesn't really matter. The feats aren't really important for the final fight, are they?
Well, I guess in turn you can get accuracy and stuff out of them.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. I shall stay stumm then.
Stay stumm. All right.
These are probably both quite good ones to have going into a final fight, I think.
So at this point, all townsfolk may discard any unaccomplished feats they don't want. I'm getting rid of all of mine because mine. One of mine was for you to die.
Oh no! You must have been so excited when I got down to 1 health.
No, I was not, and the reason I was no, I wasn't. Just trust me, it wasn't going to happen. And my other I had one also not to purchase any gear from the peddler. I had 14 money. Of course, I was going to purchase them from the peddler, and also heal you for 2 damage. But like I couldn't get to you. So
yeah,
it's like,
yeah, you would have had to use your buffet tray twice for that, wouldn't you?
Yes, and using it at all was getting tricky. I did 1 damage to my first turn, and then I just spent the rest of the match running after you. So I've discarded all those. Would you like to discard either of your 2?
No, I think I'll hang on to them. I think one of them is definitely useful to have for the final fight. The other one, it's probably not going to happen, but it also would be beneficial if it did happen. So we'll see. We'll see.
The next thing that happens is we both get 6 money. And then one of us, who's going to be you, because you're the only person who has a feat done, is going to get one of his 3 pieces of gear.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I just wanted some money because I was so broke.
Well, you might get money and stuff if you can sell whatever you get, potentially, but maybe it'd be good. We'll have to wait and see.
This is true. I'll be upset though if I get something that's really good for you. Like
it'd be unfortunate.
A really cool one-handed weapon. Okay, I guess we're gonna have a little poll with chat here.
Oh, I really hope you get that one for 2 reasons. 1, it would be great, and 2, it's very thematic because you got possessed.
All right, well, we've got 3 cards here, chat, and here comes the poll.
They're all really good. I just read them all.
Loot question mark. So, just in case it was unclear. There we go. You decide our fate. Will it be the thing that's really good, that's appropriate and thematic? What we call a flavor win?
I assume it's left is 1, middle is 2, right is 3.
Yep, that's because that's what the dice say.
Oh, I hadn't seen the dice, sorry.
You know, this is the first fight we've had, and perhaps it's just because I had better loot, but this is the first fight we've had where I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see maybe how you could get down to like 40 minutes per fight. Wasn't that what they said on the box?
It's meant to be 40 minutes per player to play the game, and
okay.
but they don't tell you that. Does that mean one of each, a town phase and a fight phase, or does it mean the whole bloody game? Because you couldn't do the whole bloody game in an hour and 20
Yeah, that's 20 minutes per boss at 2 players. That seems...
Including, because also there's a little bit of setup every boss, so you gotta fish out the terrain and all that. What is our fate?
Well, so far it's completely neck and neck, so I need some more of you to vote, please.
Oh, you could eliminate 3 and do a second vote between 1 and 2.
Tiebreak vote.
Which will not achieve anything because nobody voted for 3.
Hey, alright. We have someone casted a tiebreak vote, so I'm going to end it now. Which means we've gone with card number 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The Sneaky Spirits! Special gear.
You were possessed by them and now they're yours.
Yes, I've taken over the Sneaky Spirits. Townsfolk of your choice may each take an item worth 8 or less from the peddler's shop in buying order. Yay, free loot for everyone! Difter says, can I vote for? No, Difter, you can't vote anymore. Voting's closed. You missed out on an opportunity to participate in democracy. I want to see what these other two were. The Lively Headstone. This is a one-handed mace. 2 damage, 3 mocks. Skeletons reach out from the ditch. Deal 2 damage to a ruffian within 3 squares of the dangerous ditch. Oh, that's great. That would have been really good for you.
Yeah, it's a pity, but...
Uh-oh.
But maybe the Sneaky Spirits will get me something cool.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Lucard.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
My computer seems to have frozen.
I can hear you in the stream. Oh, the stream's... No, the stream's going. Yeah.
Uh-oh. My monitors are frozen.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. If the stream's still going, I'll just continue to pretend like I'm streaming. Can you all see this card? I can't.
Yeah, I can see it. It says Barrow Bottoms.
Yeah. If a ruffian collides with you, restore 1 HP. This can only occur once per turn. +1 max HP. It's not bad. I mean...
No, it's not bad. It's the worst one, but it's not bad at all.
Yeah, the loot from this guy was really good. What has happened? Okay, I might have to Is this whole... Yeah, the whole computer's frozen.
But it's still working. It's just the image is frozen.
All the screen monitors are frozen and I can't click on anything. But the music's still playing and I can still talk to you and the stream's still running. How has this happened? Oh god. I feel like Granny Melba.
He took like 3 damage from bees, didn't he?
He took an enormous amount of damage from bees. Alright.
Was this you, Lucard? You did this.
I just pressed the on the stream deck to swap around the scenes. Did that actually change to the scene with Chris on it?
No, we're still in the overhead and the two face cams.
Okay. Well, we definitely can't continue streaming like this, so I'm gonna have to take the stream down for a minute, folks. But we'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. God, everything stopped.
It's very odd.
Yeah, we're back. We made it. It's okay. My computer's still running for the time being. So, well, yeah, I think we're gonna do the buying phase before, and then we'll save the big finale for next week. But let's buy some items and get some free stuff, because we've got some sneaky ghosts to help us out now, don't we? That's right. Does that happen first? Yes, I do. Alright, and you guys, yep, Chris is just picking his new feeds.
Yeah, I got him here now. So I don't know if you want to switch to my camera there. I'll show him quickly.
Yeah. So hopefully this is all back up and running. Got a 6 in the dice tray. That should be there, right?
No, that looks like that's in the past.
Oh no. Do we have the cat? Actually, did we bring?
I tell you what, we don't need it. I can show it to this camera. Just put me on big face mode because we're not getting that camera again. So there's no point in setting it up again.
Cool. I'll just put my head down and not look at any of the various feeds.
Cool. Okay, so we got this one here, which looks very achievable. I'm happy with this one. I don't know if it's in focus. I think is it in focus? I can't tell. I think it's in focus. Let me know if it's not in focus, but I'm pretty sure it is. Because yeah, it's just that's low resolution. This one may happen. I don't think it will, but it might happen depending on what things come up in the buying phase just now. And this one, well, I mean, going by that last fight, it won't happen, but hey, it definitely could. It has in the past. So, let us know if Mike's the one that Mike draws is that one, I guess. Over to you, Mike.
Here we go. Does this come up on this screen? No, it doesn't. Maybe. Alright, I've got, oh no, this is not achievable at all. Or rather, there's not any point in achieving this anyway. It's fine. We'll just pretend like... we don't have it.
Okay. Alright, let's get to the buying phase.
Yeah, let's do it. Get out of here, Will Barlow. You, sir, were not good enough to survive.
So I've got 11 money, and I think you've got 10.
I've got 11 as well.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, I went in with 1. Then I got 4 for doing a thing, and then 6 at the end, yep.
You went in with none, I thought.
No, I had 1 left over.
Oh, okay.
From the buy phase.
And then you got 10 in total. Yes, you should have 11. That's correct. Cool.
But we can both have a thing that costs 8 for free, which is super exciting.
It is.
Alright, let's fingers crossed we draw some nice single-handed weapon here for Chris to use. We've got the Sure Shot Crossbow, ranged one-handed bow, 2 mocks, +1 plus accuracy, 1 damage, range 4. Not really into that, but
it's just a long-range version of a bad weapon, basic weapon, really.
It's not even as long range as my gun.
No.
We've got Survival Knife, melee, one-handed dagger, 2 mocks, 8 plus accuracy, 0 damage. But this weapon is +1 damage for each piece of stashed gear you own, up to a maximum of 3.
Oh, well, I could get that to be 3 potentially if I buy a bunch of cheap stuff. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, on the other hand, it's still 8 plus accuracy, though.
Oh, that's true. I have to work hard to get my accuracy up. Well, we'll see. Let's see what comes up.
Yeah, you could have it for free thanks to the sneaky spirits in any case. Okay, we've got Barbaric Club. It's a melee 2-handed mace, 3 mocks, 9 accuracy, 3 damage.
See, I don't like the 2-handed stuff because I like my shield.
Yeah, and additionally 9 accuracy, like,
yeah,
that's only hitting on like a near crit. All right, we've got the Butterfly Nectar. It's a melee one-handed wand, 8 cost, -1 max HP, 2 mocks to restore 1 HP to another townsfolk within 3 squares. It's like a little support weapon, a little healer. Butterfly Nectar. Not sure that's a real thing.
I like the name for it.
Me too. We've got the Detective's Cap. It's headgear, +1 to terrain rolls for each point of HP that you're missing.
It's something, I guess.
I mean, that's particularly helpful, I suppose, if you're... I don't know when that's helpful.
It's helpful if you're low on health and you want to do a terrain check.
Accessory. 1 mox. It's a lasso. 1 mox. A ruffian within 3 squares has 0 movement during their next action, usable once per fight. Okay, so you can discard this to stop them. That could be pretty clutch, actually. I could also have this for free. That's a strong candidate for taking it to the final boss fight. Doc's Stethoscope. Return a knocked out townsfolk to the board adjacent to you with 1 HP, usable once per fight. That's also pretty strong. Do we lose immediately if the sheriff gets knocked out?
I'm not sure. I think it might depend on the individual, the idiosyncrasies of the final fight, because they all have different final fights, right?
Right. Because the stethoscope's only really useful. Oh, because you've got some already. You've already got some nice accessories. Oh, that's headgear as well. Oh, I can't get rid of my headgear. You actually need some headgear though.
I do. I can take some.
Picnic basket accessory. Restore 1 HP to yourself and all other townsfolk within 3 squares. That's quite nice. Usable once per fight though. Ooh. More healing, please. The big barrel. Ranged one-handed gun. 2 mocks, 5 accuracy, 3 damage. Range 7 when used this way. Oh, this is great. This is just like a better version of my gun.
That's just an infinitely better version of your gun, yeah.
Oh. Longer range, more damage.
It doesn't have the accuracy buff, but it also... I think you're okay for accuracy now.
I think you're right. We got Hive on a Stick. It's a one-handed wand. 2 mocks.
Oh, wait. The accuracy buff isn't coming from that anyway. Sorry, ignore me.
I mean, I can actually get more of an accuracy buff from the big barrel because I can stand further away and fire it. 2 mocks, 6 accuracy, 2 damage, 6 cost. If you whiff with this weapon, you take a natural roll of a 1. You take 2 damage.
Right, so that potentially looks like a good candidate for me to replace my shears, but it has a big downside.
The whiff.
Yeah.
6 accuracy is also not great, but it's not terrible.
It's significantly better than the 8+ that is the survival knife. So there's nothing, unfortunately, that gets me increases my accuracy.
Are you quite keen to keep your buffet tray? Because I'm wondering if you're interested in the big barrel shotgun.
The big barrel, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to decide, but I'm struggling. I don't know. The buffet is just the buffet and the apron together are so good because I mean I can just survive 2 hits that would otherwise kill me.
Yeah. I mean, I do think they're a good combo.
I think I should keep them both. I think I should keep the tray. I really do.
So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the sneaky spirits to take something, and then I'm going to sell it and buy the big barrel shotgun if you're not going to have it.
Yeah, well, if I'm not going to have the big barrel, you should definitely try and get it because it is just your gun but better. I mean, you're just an absolute monster. Then you can do 3 damage from range and close up.
Yeah, and if I shoot at range, I'm also like super likely to hit. I'm much more likely to hit with that shotgun.
My job is just to take the damage, and your job is to deal the damage. I mean, it should work fine.
I mean, it actually works quite well as a combination because you've got that hot sauce, which makes you dangerous to be around, and you've got the ability to pull aggro. Like
I can pull exactly. I think I didn't pull aggro in the last fight because the way it was, we were trying to get away from me a bit. But yeah, I think it just makes sense for you to get that shotgun and for me to get, I got the hot sauce, and had the tray and the smithy's apron, and obviously I'll do my best to try and get my damage better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well with that in mind, we get half money rounded down, don't we? So yes. I need to buy something that costs 8. You're not interested in the butterfly nectar at all, are you?
No, take the butterfly nectar.
All right, so I'll trigger the sneaky spirits, and then
So actually, I have to do first before.
Oh, do you?
Because it says in buying.
Oh yeah, because we actually have swapped buying order, haven't
we? Yeah. So what do I want to take? The question is, do I want the Do I want the survival knife and then to wipe the board to see if I can?
Well, if you wipe the board, I can't get that shock. Oh, you can take the survival knife now. Right? Or do you have to resolve all your buying order first?
Wipe the board later, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't have to resolve all your buying before me, do you?
No, it's one thing at a time.
Oh, it's one thing at a time. So you're going to pick, and then I'm going to pick.
Yeah.
And then you're going to...
No, I won't. Don't worry. I'm not going to wipe it. I'll let you get the gun. I'm just trying to decide what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to make sure that we can actually like do this without wasting a ton of money according to the rules.
Oh, you mean because I have to buy something to stay in? Like,
I don't know. That seems remarkable. It seems remarkably odd to be very strict about the town like that. But also, I didn't read the rules, so I don't know. And Billy, yeah, Sherlock Holmes was consumed by Will Barlow. He said there must be a logical explanation for a haunted wheelbarrow. Turns out the logical explanation was that it was a haunted wheelbarrow and it killed him.
It just says townsfolk may either buy or sell one piece of gear on their turn. This order repeats until everyone is done buying and selling. But it doesn't say you can't come back in.
Right, so it's really just there. I think it's basically just there to sort of stop people from, or to resolve any conflicts where two people want the same thing.
I think so too. But so basically, do I want the hive on a stick or the survival knife? That's the question.
Yeah, because the hive on the stick might actually be a useful weapon for you, whereas the survival knife is much less useful, but it sells for more.
It sells for more, but also if I could potentially, if I could wipe the board and get something that gives me accuracy.
Hey Haggers, you know? we've just wrapped up the third boss fight, and we're doing some last minute purchases before we get to the final boss, which will be next time.
You know what? As the resident tank, I don't think it's sensible for me to take a weapon that could potentially hurt me.
I mean, I think I actually agree with you. That's sound logic.
I'm going to take the survival knife. I may or may not end up using it, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it for free.
Very good. And I will take the butterfly nectar. And then I guess technically it's back to you, but you're allowed to pass, I suppose, which we've just decided.
I'll pass it to you.
Which is fine. So I'm going to sell the butterfly nectar for 4, and then I'm going to spend all of my money to purchase the big barrel shotgun.
It's exactly enough. That's hilarious.
Yeah, now I'm flat broke. Oh no, I get a discount of 2. I keep forgetting about that.
Oh yeah, so you got 2
money. 2 money left. Yeah. Not enough to do anything.
Not really. Nothing you could even sell. You can't even get up to 5 so that you can do the.
To do the thing, yeah. What a bummer.
Do you have you achieved a feat by any chance?
I've not. All my feats are not achievable now.
So I've got 11 money. I can also sell the shears for 6 money if something really nice came up. I don't think I want that detective's cap enough to just fill the slot. So I think I should just reset here if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm done buying.
Can you pay your 2 to reset for me?
Yes, I can. There's no further use for them anyway, so I'll pay 2 coins to reset the marketplace for Chris. And not to worry, Haggers, you didn't miss it. You're here now. And that's what's important.
And you can catch up.
Exactly. Basically, you also got to miss the part where I had to spend an enormous amount of time restarting my computer.
It wasn't that bad, actually. All right, what we got for me? Just
Hopefully for Chris, we've got stilettos, leg gear, 6 cost. Lower your movement by 1 to gain +1 mocks.
Not really that useful, I'm afraid.
No, especially when you've already got kind of low movement.
Yep.
Alright, we've got the Brawler's Headgear, 12 cost, +1 mocks. You deal +1 damage with all weapons while at 1 hit point.
Why can't it be accuracy? That'd be perfect. Headgear that gives accuracy is what I desperately want. Or either that, or something that makes me even tankier, so I can just go full into tank.
The Prospector's Vest, chest gear, 12 cost, +1 mocks. When you land a critical hit, take 3 coins. Borderline.
That's not gonna
useless at this stage, unless the final boss can be defeated with money.
Which case, we're making a horrible mistake by shopping.
Indeed. Purse Cutter, melee, one-handed dagger, 9 cost, 1 mox, 5 accuracy, 1 damage. When you damage the ruffian with this weapon, receive a coin. If the attacks are critical, receive 2 instead. Wow.
I'll say. I don't want money.
Combo this with the Prospector's Vest, and you're in the money to get better loot later.
Definitely buying both of those.
Siren Hat, headgear, instrument, 1 max HP, spend a mox. If the next action targets a single townsfolk, it targets you instead. This is just your same frantic fighter, but for 1. And it gives you...
I don't have a hat, and if I don't get anything that increases accuracy, I'll just buy that and go full tank, I guess.
That's not a... Yeah, that's not a terrible shout for you. Alright, next up we've got the Gaudy Hat. Headgear, 13 cost, plus 1 accuracy. Whenever the ruffian deals damage to you, receive a coin.
What is going on?
There's a full set of loot for money here. Deal damage for money. Okay, we've got the Loner's Trenchcoat, chest gear, 10 cost, plus 2 mox. As long as this is equipped, you cannot heal during a fight for any reason.
Doesn't sound good.
Doesn't seem great. Although, to be fair, I'm not healing you. You're not healing you, so... But then you'd have to lose the apron. No, forget it.
I can't heal myself. I can only heal you, actually, so yeah.
We got the Dead Man's Head. It's literally a scalp. 6 cost, plus 1 mox.
Ugh.
You may equip an additional piece of gear to your head slot. That's gross, but kind of funny.
That is very funny. It doesn't even make sense. Why could you wear it? Oh, I guess so, because you're wearing it and you're wearing the hat on top of it.
Yeah, exactly. And then it gives you plus 1 action because you got bigger brain now.
It's amazing. I might just buy that.
We've got the Rickety Bow. It's a ranged 2-handed bow. You're not interested in this.
Rickety Bow.
I mean, it's not terrible, but it's 3 mox.
Is it 2-handed?
It is 2-handed. And then finally, we've got the Archer's Cap. Headgear, 7 cost. The mox cost to attack with your ranged weapons is reduced by 1. Oh, that's real nice for me, but I need my hat for accuracy, I think. But I mean, if I had the Archer's Cap, I could theoretically take both my guns and just fire them both in a single turn.
What's the thing next to the dead man's head? Is it Loner's Trenchcoat?
Loner's Trenchcoat.
Cool. And then the Archer's Hat. Where's the Archer's Hat? That's the last thing you just got, wasn't it?
Yep, the Archer's Cap, yeah.
And then the Rickety Bow. What's above the dead man's head?
The Gaudy Hat.
The Gaudy Hat. So I'm looking for the Gaudy Hat and the bow.
Mike B says, I thought it was melee, but then I've been saying almond wrong forever.
I've heard I say melee.
Melee.
But it depends on where it is in the sentence. Sometimes I'd say like that's a melee weapon, or they fought a hard melee combat. Yeah, it kind of depends.
Yeah, I definitely say melee, a bunch of different ways, depending entirely on whether or not I'm thinking about it when I say the word. I'm not even sure how I just pronounced it. So I was more concerned with reading them aloud.
Why can't I find this Gaudy Hat? I just cannot find it. The one thing I haven't found. Okay, I found it. Okay, cool. I'm ready to go.
And Hager says he took your advice, Chris, and he saw some more shows.
Yes! See more shows! What'd you see, Haggers? Tell me what you saw. I saw Life of Pi last night. It was quite good. I really liked it. I'd never read the book. I never saw the movie. But I really liked the play. It was very good. And we got the understudy playing Pi, and he was excellent. There you go.
There you go. And I'm not a particularly big fan of this statement, because it is, I guess, technically a Will Wheaton quote, but the same goes for games. Play more games. God, God damn it, Skype's crashed again. Computer's not being super cooperative today. Almond. Yes, almond. Come on, computer. Bring back Chris. Pretty much just bringing Chris back to find out what he wants to buy. Going to see the War of the Worlds in a couple of weeks. Oh, that's cool, Haggers. This is I guess the one problem with the older version of Skype for whatever reason. We've got a whole system here, guys. Not to worry. In the meantime, yeah, I mean, I think Chris gets the. Welcome back.
When I got cut off, I was just saying his show was called Tabletop, right?
Yeah.
I used to watch that. I wonder if I've subconsciously stolen his catchphrase.
See more shows.
See more shows. You saw Beauty and the Beast. Is that the tour, the UK tour you saw, Peggers? And if so, was it good? Because that's coming to the Palladium, and we plan to see it when it comes to the Palladium, and I'm pretty excited. So I hear it's the one good Disney show. Unlike Lion King, which is super overrated, and which definitely should not have got the nominations it got.
I called this episode of Townsfolk Tussle "Making Trouble for the Troublemaker," but I might rename it Chris's Hot Takes.
So Haggis, was it good? Yes, UK tour, and it was fantastic, excellent. I'm very much excited to see it. Cool. Yeah, I've heard it's really good. I've heard it's the best of the Disney shows, state shows. Awesome. So I have to decide what I need to buy, don't I?
Yeah.
What do I want?
I think you should get the stilettos because they're fabulous.
Actually, I'm going to do this right. So I'm going to get rid. I don't want the stilettos. I don't want the bandana. I don't want the prospector's vest. I don't want the rickety bow. Well, it does more damage actually. Oh, it's two-handed.
Yes, it's two-handed.
I don't want the archer's cap. I do not want the trench coat. And I do not want the purse cutter. So basically, I'm going to buy two hats.
The gaudy hat and the dead man's head, or the siren hat and the dead man's head.
So I'm gonna buy the dead man's head for $6. I think that makes sense, right? That's weird, but there you go. And then, I'll have to sell something though.
But that's fine. You're not going to take the stick of dynamite and the hot sauce into the final battle.
That's very true. I can't afford the gaudy hat, can I?
If you sold the survival knife, you could also sell the hot sauce. You could sell all three things, I think, and get it. But
I only want the gaudy hat if I'm taking the survival knife, right? Because that's the whole point, was to make it be more accurate with it.
Right? Is that the point?
Yeah, the idea of this whole wiping this whole the idea of the second.
If you sell all your stuff, you won't have any damage with the survival knife anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna. I think in that case, I'm just gonna sell the survival knife. I'll keep the hot sauce and the dynamite because I can swap them out.
Yeah.
So I'll sell the survival knife for $4, which puts me up to $9, and then I buy the siren hat, which makes me even tankier.
You sell the survival knife, you get 4 coins, and then you're going to buy the siren hat for 7. You had 9, so you're down to 2 monies, and you've got 2 hats where before you had none. And now you're wearing a dead man's head with a siren on top.
Yep.
which is pretty good.
But I'm even tankier. I've now got an extra health, an extra mox. And I can take 2 hits without dying. It's great. This is perfect. I am the ultra tank. I have loads of health and I can draw aggro, and you've got a massive shotgun and you've got the master sword.
Yeah, I'm basically Zelda, but a grandma.
Oh, Mike, you didn't just do that, did you? You didn't just confuse. You didn't just.
Oh yeah, I'm Link. Okay, yeah, fair.
That's
it. I'm being kicked out of the Nintendo club. Do you know the thing is, I've never actually, other than my Game Boy Advanced, I've never actually owned a Nintendo console.
I have a
Game Boy Advanced? No, it was the Game Boy Color. Sorry, no, it was the Game Boy Pocket. Sorry, I'm very old. It was the Pocket. It was the first Game Boy that wasn't the chunky gray one. And actually, that's not true. I had a Nintendo DS. So there you go. My DS and my
till the Wii U. That's not true. I have a Wii actually. I have a Wii in Brazil. I have a Wii U here. I have a Switch here. I have a DS here. And I had a Game Boy when I was a kid, and a Game Boy Advance. But the Wii U is the first console. That's not true actually. We had a Wii U when I was a teenager because we got it free with a car. That was the weirdest thing. My parents bought a Nissan Micra, and for some reason we got it came with a Wii. Some reason. And this was, I don't know if you remember, this was when you couldn't get a Wii for love or money. Like it was like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. You just could not buy them. They were being scalped for insane amounts of money. And we played it for we played Wii Sports for a little bit, and they were like, oh, we don't really care about this. We don't really like the Wii that much, so we gave it away to someone who couldn't get it who couldn't buy one for their children. So we gave it to them. And then years later, I bought one CEX, and it's now in Brazil, where I occasionally play Wii Sports on it.
It's a shame. Heggers points out, Chris, it's a shame you couldn't get a second Dead Man's Head. And then you'd have 3 hats, and it'd be a hat trick.
It would actually be a hat trick, but I think it sounds better as a hat trick.
Hat trick, I love that.
That's very good. That's your best pun ever. Well done. That was very good.
Mike B says, my first was the chunky Game Boy back in '89.
Oh, you can't groan. That's the best. That is literally the best pun ever. Sorry, Mike, go on.
Eddie, thanks for that. Thanks for that, bud. I think we're all.
Sorry, go on.
I think we're all kitted out now. I was just gonna start wrapping up.
I was gonna say I also remember my original Game Boy, chunky grey Game Boy. I remember I lost it in the Science Museum in London.
Oh, that's a bummer.
It was in like a bag of some kind, and I put it down to do one of the interactive things. I never got it back. Oh, my copy of Pokemon Blue was in it with all my progress.
Tragic.
Very sad.
Well, we've probably still got those Game Boys kicking around in my mom's garage somewhere.
Most likely, yeah. They last a long time. They usually still work. I got a replacement eventually, so I do have a Game Boy somewhere. I think I traded in my Game Boy Advance for PSP though, which was terrible.
I lost my Game Boy Advance while on a trip to London to see a show.
Oh my god, Heggers, we're like twins. I hope you didn't hold that against shows. Right. Yes, let's wrap up. I guess I need to go.
Yeah, I think we're in pretty good condition to take on this final fight in our next stream. So we'll be back for the next episode of Townsfolk Tussle in due course, and the final episode as well. So it's exciting.
Yeah. I think it might be I think the fact that I'm so tanky and a aggro and you can do so much damage, I think we may end up trivializing the final fight. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, that will be interesting and somewhat upsetting, but we'll see. It could be really hard.
We're just such good gamers. We just always find these systems, you know? We play the arc.
And then we kick their ass.
Yeah.
Like B says, I'd play Tetris and Dynablast all day. Bomberman was too dangerous a name here. Right? I don't know where you live, but maybe in the Middle East somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, was Bomberman called Dynablaster? in your part of the world.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay, so they're saying Bomberman was not an appropriate name for wherever you live. I played a lot out of Donkey Kong? No, what's the Mario game where he's climbing up the thing and Donkey Kong's throwing barrels at him? Is that Mario 1? That's not Mario 1.
That's the arcade game Donkey Kong.
Okay, so arcade game Donkey Kong.
The original arcade. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's been various iterations of it on home consoles and stuff, but that's Donkey Kong though.
I basically finished that. I basically finished the Mario where, it's just the first one, and also Kirby.
Kirby's Dream World on Game Boy. I loved that. I played a lot of that.
That was great. Mike says he lives in the UK, so apparently it's here in the UK. I didn't even know they renamed Bomberman.
Bomberman in Ireland was called Bomberman, because I had Bomberman on the PlayStation 1. I can't remember. It was
I
called.
would have thought they'd be more sensitive about that in Ireland.
Bomberman was super good on the PlayStation 1. It had a campaign, which was really fun and really hard, and it also had a really cool multiplayer mode, which was good.
I really liked the multiplayer mode on Bomberman. I mean, I only ever remember it as blow up the blocks, pick up the power-ups, get your friends before they get you, or before you get too many power-ups and you lose control and blow yourself up.
Oh yeah, you get like the speed one, like, or something, and the one like just, or every time you lay a bomb, you like 5 bombs.
And then the explosion's so long you can't escape it.
Yeah, that's what Bomberman's great, man. So good.
Oh yeah, I love Bomberman.
Eddie, you're showing your age.
You kids and your Nintendos.
Well, the latest game of the year, no doubt, Elden Ring. I'm looking forward to seeing Mike struggle through a bit more through that.
Yeah, Chris has been getting quite into my Elden Ring streams, which is uncommon. So
I'm so into it because like I've been playing those games for so long, I love them so much, and you've never played any of them, and now I'm getting to vicariously enjoy the discovery of that genre for the first time through you, which is great, right? It's like anything. It's like when you show your favorite movie to a friend, right? There's an element of experience the first time again. So I'm really enjoying you experiencing that.
Yeah, and then you tell your friend they're watching the movie wrong and they shouldn't be doing that.
You're doing really well. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I'm trying not to make the world's most boring Elden Ring streams. But apparently I've barely even got into the game yet, so that's fine.
Well, I've played about 5 hours at this point. I feel like I've done quite a decent amount, and yet I'm starting to see. I think I'm only scratched the surface as well. I think there's so much to it. I'm kind of scared, and I finally hit the wall where I'm like starting to not be able to kill things easily. So yeah, I might have to go in a different direction.
Do some more exploring.
Ooh.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody so much for coming on this Townsfolk Tussle adventure with us. Yeah, hey guys, I expected an updated death count the next time I get back to Elden Ring. But of course, if you want to see more board game content, we'll be doing more board game live streams, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so you don't miss it. I have to say this stuff so the algorithm's happy as well. But thanks everyone so much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying Townsfolk Tussle. We'll be back for the big finale, and then we'll have a pivotal moment where we need to decide what we're going to play after that. There's some pretty exciting options, and we'll probably ask the patrons. So if that's something that's important to you, you could consider supporting for just $1 or $5 gets you a say in what we play. And I think that's a pretty good deal. But thanks everyone so much for watching. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you all very soon.
Thanks everybody. Bye.